Let's get right into it. Number 8. The Lost Girls of Panama. Deep in the jungles of Panama, two Dutch students vanished without a trace. Chris and Lisanne were experienced hikers who set out on the El Pianista Trail in 2014. They took a local dog with them, the only one who made it back alive. Their phones tell a disturbing story. For days after they disappeared, someone kept trying to call emergency services. 90 desperate calls. None of them went through. The phones were turned on and off at specific times, as if rationing the battery. 2 months later, a local woman found their backpack by a river. Inside were their phones, camera, and $83 in cash. The backpack was completely dry and clean, despite being in one of the wettest jungles on Earth, like someone had just placed it there. The photos on their camera revealed something unsettling. The first few shots showed two happy girls enjoying their hike, then nothing for days, until suddenly, at 1 a.m., someone took 90 photos in complete darkness, just black frames with occasional red dots that might be eyes reflecting back. Then came the bone fragments, scattered along the riverbank, miles from where they disappeared. One boot was found with a foot still inside, perfectly preserved, but other bones showed signs of being bleached white by the sun, impossible in the dense jungle canopy. The locals don't like to talk about what happened. Number 7. The Vanishing Rockefeller. In 1961, Michael Rockefeller, son of one of America's richest families, vanished in the jungles of New Guinea. Instead of living the easy life in Manhattan penthouses, he was out collecting tribal art from the Asmat people. His boat capsized 12 miles from shore in crocodile-infested waters. His last words were, "I think I can make it," before he started swimming toward the coast, becoming just 3 tiny dots on the horizon. The official story says he drowned, but no body was ever found. Not a single piece of clothing, not even his glasses. The local tribes tell a different story. They say he made it to shore, but ran into warriors from the Otsyanep tribe. These warriors had a score to settle with the white men who had killed their chiefs years before. Some villagers claim they know exactly what happened to him. They say his skull was used as a ceremonial bowl, and his bones were distributed among the tribe's leaders. The Dutch government sealed their files on the case for 50 years. When they finally opened them in 2011, they just raised more questions. Today, the Asmat's wooden sculptures sometimes show a white man swimming. Number 6. The Jungle Whale. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, something impossible turned up. A 26-foot-long humpback whale, dead in the middle of the jungle, not near the beach, not by the shore, but 50 feet into dense forest. At this time of year, humpback whales should be feeding near Antarctica, thousands of miles away, but somehow this young whale ended up in a maze of trees and mud, far from any water deep enough for it to swim. The body showed no signs of injury, no bite marks from predators, no wounds that could explain its death, just a perfectly intact whale carcass where no whale should ever be. The tides in the Amazon can be powerful, but not powerful enough to lift a 26-foot whale over the mangrove barriers. And even if they could, there was no trail of destruction. A massive whale body being dragged inland would leave obvious signs. The mangrove trees where they found it were barely damaged, like the whale had been gently placed there by something massive, something that could lift a 26-foot whale and carry it through the dense jungle without leaving a trail. Locals even claim another whale appeared nearby years earlier. 2 whales, same location, years apart, both perfectly preserved, both impossibly far from the ocean. The body disappeared before scientists could do a proper investigation. All that's left are photos and a lot of questions. Number 5. The Amazon's giant doodles. Someone drew massive shapes in the Amazon rainforest 2,000 years ago. Perfect circles, squares, and geometric patterns bigger than city blocks. These aren't random doodles. They're precisely carved trenches 12 feet wide and 13 feet deep. These shapes stayed hidden until people started cutting down parts of the rainforest. Suddenly there they were. Hundreds of giant shapes carved into the ground, hidden under the trees for thousands of years. These ancient people didn't have metal tools, GPS, or even a basic calculator. Yet they managed to carve massive geometric patterns that look like they were drawn with a giant ruler. Scientists have found smashed pottery near the entrances of these shapes. It's like someone was having massive parties here, then breaking all the dishes. No bodies, no treasures, no signs of people living here. These trenches required moving enough dirt to fill thousands of Olympic swimming pools, all done by hand in the middle of one of the most dangerous jungles on Earth. That's like building the pyramids in a place where everything wants to kill you. These people weren't just surviving in the jungle, they were reshaping it, running a massive construction project. Then they vanished, leaving behind their giant earth art. Now these shapes are being destroyed faster than we can study them. The same deforestation that revealed them is wiping them out. Number 4. The Mapinguari. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, there's something that makes even the bravest locals avoid the deep jungle. The natives call it the Mapinguari. It's massive, covered in thick red fur, with a second mouth located right in the middle of its stomach. Its most disturbing feature is its feet, which face backwards. The locals say this is why no one can track it. The footprints always lead you in the wrong direction. The creature lets out bone-chilling screams that echo through the jungle at night, and it produces a stench so powerful it combines the smell of death with every foul odor in the forest. The Amazon tribes see it as a guardian of the forest. They say it specifically targets people who disrespect or harm the jungle. Most illegal loggers and poachers who encounter it don't stick around to get a good look. Scientists think it might be a surviving ground sloth, a species that was supposed to have died out thousands of years ago. The descriptions match up. Ground sloths were giant, hairy, and walked on 2 legs. They even had weird patches on their stomachs that could look like a second mouth. The evidence it leaves behind is unsettling. Massive claw marks on trees, entire clearings where trees have been ripped out of the ground, and footprints that don't match any known animal. Number 3. The vanishing birds of Barrow, Colorado. In Panama, there's an island that shouldn't exist. It used to be a mountain peak in the middle of a rainforest. Then humans built the Panama Canal, flooded the valley, and this mountain became an island. This place, Barrow, Colorado, was home to over 200 different types of birds. The forest was alive with their songs from sunrise to sunset. Then birds began disappearing. Not just a few, 45 different species completely vanished. When the island formed, all the big predators like jaguars and pumas disappeared. They needed more space than a small island could give them. With the big cats gone, smaller predators like monkeys and coyotes had no one to keep them in check. Their numbers exploded. These smaller predators started raiding nests like they were running an all-you-can-eat buffet. Bird eggs and chicks didn't stand a chance. Generation after generation got eaten before they could grow up. The strangest part is nobody has found any evidence. No bodies, no mass bird graves. They simply vanished from the island. Scientists have been studying this place since the 1990s with cameras everywhere. But something about this island changed the rules. The forest gets quieter every year. Number 2. The city of El Mirador. Deep in the jungles of Guatemala, there's a lost city bigger than downtown Los Angeles. El Mirador was a Maya metropolis with pyramids that rival Egypt's, roads that put Rome to shame, and a mystery that's driving archaeologists crazy. The crown jewel is La Danta, a pyramid which was larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza. These guys built this monster without wheels, metal tools, or pack animals, just stone, sweat, and Maya ingenuity. The Maya built raised highways through the jungle connecting their cities. These weren't just dirt paths. They were paved roads 130 feet wide, stretching for miles through the rainforest. Some of these ancient highways are still visible from space today. Around 250 AD, everyone just left. An entire city of tens of thousands of people just packed up and vanished into the jungle. No signs of war, no evidence of natural disasters, nothing. It's like they all decided to go out for milk one day and never came back. The city was found by accident by rubber hunters in the jungle. Most of it is still buried under thick vegetation. Every time archaeologists dig, they find something that shouldn't be possible. Advanced water systems, massive underground storage rooms, and stone carvings that tell stories we can't fully understand. The jungle is slowly eating away at El Mirador. Trees grow through ancient temples. Vines crack apart stone walls that stood for thousands of years. Number 1. Percy Fawcett. Back in 1925, a British explorer named Percy Fawcett walked into the Amazon jungle and never walked out. This wasn't some random dude who got lost on a hiking trip. He was a seasoned explorer who'd survived the Amazon multiple times. When poisonous snakes bit him, he'd just shake it off and keep going. This guy once claimed to have shot a massive anaconda, and that wasn't even the craziest thing he'd seen out there. Fawcett was convinced there was an ancient lost city hidden in the rainforest called Z. He had fragments of pottery, old stories from tribes, and his own maps pointing to something big. So he decided to take his son Jack and his son's friend Raleigh on a father-son bonding trip into the most dangerous jungle in the world. Their last message was a letter sent from Dead Horse Camp. After that, the jungle swallowed them whole. No bodies, no equipment, nothing. Just 3 guys who walked into the jungle and disappeared forever. Scores of people have died trying to figure out what happened to them. Some say hostile tribes got them. Others think they died from disease or starvation. A few believe they found Z and chose to stay there. cutting off contact with the outside world. Recent satellite images have shown there actually were huge settlements hidden in the jungle right where Fawcett was looking, so maybe he wasn't crazy after all. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.